Let's face the facts. If one of the Kardashians shows up wearing a Cannibal Corpse t-shirt, that doesn't mean they're going to get more plays on Spotify. Welcome to another episode from Takedowns to Breakdowns with A&P, and today we're here to give you the rundown of the top 10 stories of the week according to Metal Jab. Alright, so I'm not even bothering to do my own homework anyways. I'm plagiarizing other people's work, which, fair game.
It's been done to us.
Fair game.
It's been done to us.
So, anyways, I'm not going to go through any particular order, and I don't even know if these stories are even deserving of being mentioned as top stories of the week.
That's why we're going over it.
That's true. So, no particular order. Let's start off with Ghost. So, Pop Emeritus IV apparently has played his last show with Ghost, which means there's going to be a new leading character going into the next album cycle.
Which, this happens with every album, so it's
so that's not even a story.
It's not even a story.
A story would be if he continued.
If he continued being the same Papa.
That would be a story.
Yeah. Which I feel like out of all the Papas, he was probably the weakest one.
I agree.
Album-wise, too.
For me, my favorite is Pop Emeritus III.
The third, yeah.
I mean, his face looked really cool. When he had the full get-up, he looked badass. When he took the full get-up, he looked still fucking badass. It's definitely my favorite.
I like the Cardinal, too, especially with the saxophone.
Dude, I wasn't a fan.
But he wasn't my favorite.
I wasn't a fan.
No, but I thought the saxophone stuff was cool.
I know, but okay, but...
I thought it was different. But, to be honest... 2 and 3 are my favorites.
My favorite is 3. So I don't know if this qualifies as a big story.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think more is like, oh, what's the next one going to be?
It's exciting to know what it's going to look like in which direction they're going to go with. But seriously, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time,
so
yeah.
It's lost a little bit of its allure, if you will. The next story that they have is Disturbed announcing a 2024 US tour. How the fuck is this one of the biggest stories?
It's a slow week.
Of the week.
It was a slow week. Yeah, I mean, we've seen...
Seriously?
We've seen Disturbed. That was actually my first metal show.
You know a story that didn't make their list that I think would have been bigger than this one?
What?
The dude from Stained shot a bunch of coyotes, and he made like a word with it or whatever in support of Donald Trump and whatnot. I think he wrote Donald Trump or Trump 2024 or whatever with dead coyotes. Like... Dude, like when you think you cannot sink any lower, like
no, the lowest.
I think that's a bigger story than fucking.
The lowest is the video of that trucker dude who you could probably recreate the video because he's bald and he has a little bit of white, and he has the fucking hat on and he's like, "Please, Donald Trump, I pray to you, Donald Trump," and he's like praying on like Instagram Live, fucking hilarious.
All right.
Fucking hilarious.
It has nothing to do with metal. But anyhow, Disturbed announcing a 2024 US tour. I don't know if this is a big story.
Yeah.
How many tours of these have they done?
Now, listen to that. That was the Disturbed one, but when we found out Creed, you know...
How, Creed would make the story any day of the week. Anytime they do anything these days, I think it qualifies as one of the big stories of the week. Half of Bandcamp's staff got laid off. It was a big news last week. Everybody's like, oh, Bandcamp is going to be gone. They got bought out by another company, and other companies restructuring, as companies normally do when they buy out another company. And they figure that they didn't need all the staff that they had, and they just got rid of half of it.
Or X.
If you live in the business world, this happens all the time. A company buys a company. It takes a little bit of time to figure it out. Where's the fat?
Yeah,
and then you trim fat.
Like X, the whole thing with the Twitter stuff when like they got bought up by Elon and he like cut a shit ton of people. It wasn't him being mean. No, he walked in there and he's like, I only need 20% of you to do the work. The rest of you guys are in this like, you know, have you seen Google's like workspace?
Yeah.
Where it's like this big elaborate shit that has like a gym and it's like, I don't need you fuckers here. I'm just paying you guys to sit here. I'm getting like, obviously people losing their jobs is never anything to be happy about or anything to make light of, but it's something that happens
all the time. And you have to think this way: if a company gets bought out by another company, most often than not the company that gets bought out is in either some difficulties financially. Not always the case, but you know, the company that buys the other company out, they have their own staff, they have their own people, they have their own process and procedures. In my own world, I've been part of a company that got bought out. and 1 year within that buyout, we got decimated. So this happens all the time. It's very rare that a company buys out another company and keeps 100% of that company's staff. It never really happens. So for whatever reason, because like I said, once you restructure and you see the staff that you have that can take on of some of those roles, that kind of stuff is very common in the business world. I don't know why people were up in arms like it's the end of Bandcamp. No, it's the end of the employment for some Bandcamp employees, but I don't think Bandcamp is going anywhere. At least that's my take. I think this is just business world doing business.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's that. Now, Tool unveils a tour-only reissue of Undertow. I mean, I guess if you're a big Tool fan, this is a big story.
Yeah, so let's move on.
For me, this doesn't tell me anything. Anyways, Korn. Oh, this is cool. Korn and Adidas are officially collaborating. So there's some new
finally.
Korn. It took this long. It took this long.
Like,
but anyways,
what the fuck? I hate that song so much.
Have you seen some of the shit?
I haven't.
Dude, it looks fucking cool.
I may have to,
it looks fucking cool.
The
Adidas jacket with Korn, like the sweaters and shit with Korn on the front, but in the same color as like the black on white Adidas. Oh man, I've seen some shit and I'm like, you know what? I hate that song.
May have to invest.
I used to love that song. I hate that song.
Yeah, but it's like the number one on your playlist whenever you plug the phone in.
Because it starts with an A. So the moment I plug my phone in, it goes by alphabetical order. Adidas pops in because it's A dot. So that's why it's the first one to go in. But anyhow, like it took them this long to do something together. I find. That is a story. More than them doing something together, taking this long to do something.
So far, out of the 4 we've read, this is the only one. This is number 5. So now 5 ones we've read. This is the only one that I can actually see as pretty big story.
The next one is Ozzy Osbourne. When he's not doing reality shows or cheating on his wife, apparently he's putting together a playlist of 73 songs to get you through Halloween. This is... You know who I would like to know the playlist for Halloween?
Who?
King Diamond.
Yeah.
I feel like Ozzy, don't get me wrong, icon, everything that he's done, all of that shit, cool. But, I don't know, man. I'm kind of like...
We're glorifying him for making a playlist.
Have you seen him lately? Like, I mean, for him making a playlist is like for some people climb Mount Everest.
True.
So, I mean, let's put things in perspective here.
Like he's halfway through and he's like, I need a water. And then he puts the phone down. He doesn't touch it for like the rest of the day.
And then he forgets how many songs are there.
And then
that's
he rewrites it.
That's why it ended up being 73.
Yeah.
There's probably some repeats.
Yeah.
There's probably some repeats. Another big story. Now, this, I agree. This is a huge story. Machine Head announced a North American tour that's going to start off in February featuring Fear Factory, sorry, I'm so excited I'm fumbling my words. Fear Factory, Orbit Culture, and Gates to Hell. Obviously, I'm excited because Orbit Culture is on that lineup. I don't know what to say. This is going to be... this is the biggest tour to start off the year.
Yeah.
And it could possibly be one of the biggest tours in North America, period. At least from a metal perspective. Last time I saw Machine Head was when they played their 25th anniversary show of Burn My Eyes. So they played 2 sets. So it was 3.5 hours show. So they played the regular set, like their hit songs from their discography. Then they had like a 30 to 40 minute changeover to change the set over. And then they played Burn My Eyes from start to finish with almost, not the full original lineup, but as close as you can get to the full original lineup. That was an incredible show. 3.5 hours of Machine Head. I mean, that was absolutely epic. So that was the last time I saw them at the Danforth Music Hall. This time in Toronto, they're playing at the Opera House. How fucking cool is that? To see Machine Head at the Opera House. To give you guys an idea, the Opera House is not a big venue, but it looks amazing. It's literally an opera house. Like, you could have like operas there. Has that theater vibe to it.
Yeah, with the balconies and shit.
Yeah, but it's very intimate. I would say maybe 600, 800 people at the most, compared to where they played before, which is around 1,500. I'm super excited for the Toronto show at the Opera House. To see Machine Head there, the place is going to be crazy.
It's going to be packed.
It's going to be packed, and the lineup is insane. Fear Factory,
There's no
Orbit Culture. Dude, it's insane. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends in Orbit Culture. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm going to do the impossible and the possible to get an interview with Rob from Machine Head. Never had him on the channel. Last album cycle, they quoted my review all over the internet, so I think they owe me a solid.
Yeah, solid interview.
I think they owe me one. I'm gonna pull that card out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that. Plus, I know people who know him, so maybe I can. I'm
interview.
Dude, I cannot waste an opportunity like this. So anyhow, that to me is a big story. Definitely a big story. Alex Webster of Cannibal Corpse said that we're lucky to be in the position of having celebrities wearing Cannibal Corpse t-shirts. Well, here we go again with people who don't listen to metal bands wearing metal shirts.
Yeah, but I don't mind.
And neither do I, and neither does he.
Yeah.
It's fucking free publicity.
It's free publicity.
I don't know why people get mad at that shit.
If anything, that's how you know the band has gotten big. If celebrities are wearing the... Celebrities that you know
either that or you have a cool merch guy who makes awesome designs.
And even then, dude, if I'm a band in like the 5th tier... Like I'm making this into like a league type thing. I'm like a 5th tier band right here.
So you're like in conference league.
I'm in the conference league.
You're not even in Europa League at this point.
Yeah. I'm a 5th tier band, and then I see like I don't know, like a B-list celebrity wearing my shirt. I'm still hyped.
Fuck, I don't care who it is. If they have more followers than me, it's good.
Exactly.
It's good. Listen, this whole hate for people who don't listen to metal wearing metal shirts. Who cares? And I'm not saying that because they are wearing, more people are going to listen to the band, because that's not the case. Let's face the facts. If one of the Kardashians shows up wearing a Cannibal Corpse t-shirt, that doesn't mean they're going to get more plays on Spotify. It doesn't.
The same
one
people
does
who
not
are
correlate.
watching the Kardashians are not going to listen to Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, one does not correlate to the other. Like, it just doesn't.
But just cool.
It's a massive billboard. It's a walking billboard. It's still fucking cool as far as I'm concerned. It gets the name of the band out there. It gets more people talking about the band. To me, there's no negatives. Like, zero negatives by a big celebrity wearing your merch. There's absolutely, like, nothing. I can't see anything wrong. I know the gatekeepers of metal would be like, no, they're just a bunch of posers.
Yeah, with the hoodies on and the fucking staff.
They're not posers because they're not trying to pretend to be metalheads. They don't give a shit. They just like the design. They're not hiding that they just like the design. Exactly. So it's not like they're like, oh yeah, I'm all metal, man. No, they don't. No, it's just the design is cool and that's what they're wearing. So no, I don't see it that way. And if they're famous in whatever, fuck publicity.
Exactly.
Are you telling me?
It's like people. I can easily make this a thing. It's like people who wear soccer jerseys or football jerseys of teams that they don't support.
That's kind of hipster, though.
No. I think
if you wear Dortmund or Man City, you're a little bit of a hipster.
Yeah, but like if I want to buy a Botafogo jersey just for the fact that I want to own a Botafogo jersey, is that really like? I
don't know. If you don't know anything about soccer, like if you don't watch any soccer at all, and you buy like a really underground like jersey, I'm talking about like Scunthorpe, you're a total hipster.
Yeah.
If you're like a footy fanatic that you like, you may not follow the team, but you know who they are and whatever, and you like Wrexham. You buy a Wrexham. I think that is a different story.
Yeah, I want to buy those like mystery jerseys online, so I just get a random one. Like those are like I find that cool. Just having like a random team, because then it makes me learn more about the team.
I had a friend of mine in Portugal when I was growing up as a teenager. He had a soccer jersey of like 5 or 6 different Portuguese teams. He had a Porto jersey, he had a Sporting jersey, he had a Benfica jersey, he had a Boa Vista jersey, and he had a Braga jersey. And he would like...
Dude, rotate.
Yeah, like once in a while you would see him with a Porto.
But back in the day,
that was like really frowned upon.
Yeah, I know. But also back in the day, if you had a Braga jersey, you might as why have the Benfica one too?
No, because they look completely different. The Braga has white on the sleeves. The Benfica doesn't.
But I thought back in the day they looked similar.
No.
Oh wait, I don't know.
The Benfica is all red, and the Braga's always been red with the white sleeves.
Red with the white sleeves. Yeah.
So, and I don't even know how he found the Boa Vista one back at that point in time. But anyways, so you would wear just like a random one, like whatever.
I woke up wearing the league.
But I think the idea is if you have those jerseys, you're guaranteed to win the title every year, so you're never mad.
Well, it's like a guy who has a Benfica scarf, a Porto jersey, and a Sporting hat, and like Braga wristbands.
I just like for a Portuguese guy to have all of them and wear randomly. Like obviously he didn't care. I don't think he cared about it. Like
no, he didn't care.
He doesn't have any affiliation. He doesn't have any affiliation. So anyhow, the next story is
funny if like he has all those jerseys, but he's a 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗠 fan.
Nah,
he doesn't even have like the jersey
nobody
for
was
that.
a 𝗙𝗢𝗢 fan back in the day. At least, especially if you're not from that part of town. So no, I don't think that's the case. So and funny enough, he didn't have an 𝗙𝗢𝗢 jersey, which is the town that we're from. You would think that he would have one from there.
I want one from there.
I have one from there.
You have one?
Yeah.
Fuck, I want
one of the players gave it to me.
I want one.
I have one from there.
I wonder how the fuck you'd find one of those.
You have to know one of the players and get them to get it for you. I knew one of the players and he gave me a jersey. He also played for Union Lady and I have a Union Lady jersey as well with his name and his number, both of them.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Game worn too, both. So kind of cool. We grew up together on the same street.
Okay.
On the same street. He's younger than me, but we grew up on the same street. Anyhow, Dave Lombardo says Slayer his favorite of the big four. Surprise, surprise. Once again, how is this even a story?
Exactly.
If he said that Metallica,
it literally says no surprise, which means then how is it a surprise of the week? Like what the fuck?
How is it a big story? I mean, if he said that Metallica was the best of the big four, that would surprise me. Him saying Slayer is the best of the big four. Or him saying that his favorite thrash metal band is not even in the big four, like him bringing like Exodus or Death Angel or Anthrax is in the big four, but Overkill or some. No, that would be a surprise. But him picking Slayer, I don't know, man. I don't. Kind of about it. Sick of It All is suing Mobb Deep for copyright infringement, not because of music, but because of their logo. So Mobb Deep copied. Allegedly.
I don't know what they look like though.
Here, let me show you. I can do that. So you can take a look for yourself and there. That's the original.
I see.
That's the remake.
It is.
It's just a fatter version of the original.
Yeah, like that one's on keto and that one
is not.
That one was like early 2000s Jenny Craig.
So
still a bit fat, but like you can see the
I think
changes.
they have a case.
They do have a case, man. It's
I mean all
super similar. Like it's almost
like I said, it's just fatter.
It's just fat, yeah.
It's just fatter. So I'll put we'll put up the images on the screen.
Image, dude. Like oh my god,
so you guys can see it for yourselves,
dude. It's so similar.
Yeah,
it's almost the same. It's almost like if I was wearing. Which one are you gonna put on the screen?
I'm gonna put both.
All four.
Yeah,
all four.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see like all four or whatever. If I'm wearing that hat. The snapback, you don't know what the fuck it is. Like it's either one of the bands, dude. Like
it could go either way.
Because the snapback, it's not even that fat.
No, but on the shirts it is.
On the shirts, it's pretty fat, but on the snapbacks, it kind of.
But even on the shirts, if you're wearing it from far, like if I'm wearing it and you pass by me, I don't think you can tell the difference.
No. Oh, dude, no, they have a very big case.
I think they do.
They win this case easily. Too.
Easily, like, are you kidding me? It's not even. It's like, what are you gonna say? One is a dragon, the other one is an eagle, or what are you gonna say?
This would be like if we took the Avenged Sevenfold logo and just put like a mustache on it and made our own band.
No.
Yeah, like,
no.
Like
a mustache, no, because they didn't do that. This would
they
be
just
like
made it fatter.
So this would be like taking the Avenged Seven. Actually, this would be like taking the Overkill logo and do nothing and calling it the Avenged Sevenfold logo. Which, if you look at both of them, they're pretty much the fucking same too.
True.
They're pretty much the fucking same too. So
it'd be like taking like Eddie from Iron Maiden and just making him fat.
Yeah, exactly.
Just making him overweight.
Making bloated.
Make him look bloated.
Yeah.
Like he has like a fucking beer.
And instead
belly.
of Eddie, you call him Freddy.
Freddy is a fucking beer gut. Like he's wearing a shirt of like.
But shows the gut.
But shows the gut. The gut's coming out.
The gut is coming out. Yeah. I agree with you on that. Definitely that. They're going to win this case for sure.
Win this so easy.
I mean, this is like the
Okay,
easiest.
this has been my favorite one of the week so far. Out of all 10, it took number 10 for me to... This is my favorite one.
But how as a band, how do you think this is going to fly?
Yeah, and you can't even say, I was drunk one night and I created this... Motherfucker, you did not create this logo. Like, you definitely saw that and were like... I really like that.
We're just going to make it fatter. This logo looks cool, but it needs to be fat. And then nobody's going to know the difference.
Apparently, they were wrong.
Oh my god, some people, man, have no clue about what they're doing. But anyhow,
funny,
this
bro.
is hilarious.
That's so funny. It literally is like if we took Eddie and made him fat and called him Freddy.
Yeah, exactly. And then expect not to get sued.
Sued, yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyhow,
hey, is your guy obese? I think not. We win.
How are they the same person?
Yeah.
One is
clearly
one is
overweight.
medium. The other one is triple XL. How are they the same fucking person?
If anything, Eddie's a schmedium. Like, this guy's triple X.
Come on, they look nothing alike.
This is so funny. This is so funny because
It's so ridiculous.
you can see that the one on the left, the face is kind of different, but that's because it's thinner, so it looks like an eagle. But then the one on the right
looks like a wolf or a dragon or something.
Yeah, on the one on the right, it's like a wolf.
But even the places where the hands are,
exactly,
and everything
is the same, bro. Even the curls on the tail.
Everything is in the same spot. Everything.
Like, it just doesn't look like on the one on the left, like the one that's not being sued, looks like
The original.
The original looks like a Viking like drawing, whatever. The one on the right looks like you were in like MS Paint and you decided to try making the same drawing in MS Paint.
I think this is an easy case.
Yeah, bro. It doesn't even go to like who does this go to?
I don't know, like small claims court. I don't know.
This is pretty big claims court.
It's copyright infringement, so
it's a pretty big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
Dude, they lost, man. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Anyhow.
Tim.
All right. On that note, guys, these are apparently the biggest stories of the week. I know it's been a slow week, but we're getting towards the end of the year, so there's not much to talk about these days. So anyhow, let us know if there's any other stories that we miss. Use the comment section below. Hit us up. Let us know. And we'll see you all next week.
See ya.